and pleased to have Jo back this week. So what we've done this week is we have got a hamper of food that I have been out and I have bought for less than £20. So it came to about £19.69, and in here I have had to buy some of the reduced items. So I'm going to get Jo's thoughts on which of these reduced items are useful to maybe freeze or to maybe cook in different ways. So Jo, talk us through what I've managed to get for you in the £20 bargain shop.
Can we turn it?
Yeah,
turn it round. So Donna's done the shopping today, bless her. Which is quite good because you don't know then I'd probably choose different things. So we've got some sausages which are coming up to the use by date, some potatoes, some ham and some celery. So first off, I'm thinking about making a base. So I'd perhaps in the slow cooker wash and chop some carrots. You don't have to peel them, but you can wash and chop them. Use celery. If you've never used celery before, they're really good. But it's really good at cleansing your kidneys, this celery. So if you break celery, you see as you pull it out, this is why people don't like celery, not just because of taste. So if you just peel it, like that,
okay.
Take the string out, then chop it, and I'd put that and that, and some tomatoes in a slow cooker with a stock cube, and I'd leave them for 4 or 5 hours, so then you've got a base of stock for your things, whiz it, and then you start on again with other things. So that's how I'd start off today, by using a base for that. Right. From my base then, you could use it for spag bog, for a vegetable casserole, and then maybe even for dirty rice. This is something I like to make because it goes a long way. So like doing with absorption method rice or baked rice, what you would do in a pan or something what you could put in the oven, you put one cup of this to 2 cups of water. In a frying pan you would have just browned off about 1/3 pack of mince and a couple of sausages out of this pack, and then you brown those, add them with your rice, add some with your tomato sauce and your stock cube, and you bake it in the oven for 20 minutes, and presto, you get dirty rice, just like the Americans make, and it's really simple.
Yeah. So you were saying sometimes you'll cook 2 things in the oven.
So we've got the oven on to make the baked rice, which is the easiest thing to do, and then you could bake your little potatoes. Don't just because they look like they won't do. These will bake beautifully, with your sausages. So if you baked your thingy and your sausages and your carrots, you've then got, if you cool it down properly and pop it in your fridge, you've got another dinner, but it's already cooked and you'll just need to quickly warm it up if you've got a microwave or something like that. You can also, with your tomato sauce, what you've used in your slow cooker, turn these in tortilla wraps into pancakes, into pizzas, and you can do that by either putting the sauce, what we've made in the slow cooker, over the top with some cheese, and then you could make some little sausage meatballs as long as they were cooked, then put those on the pizza, and you can do that under the grill or in the oven, or even once it's all cooked, if you're using everything cooked and you've only got a ring to do it, you could do it in a frying pan.
Oh, okay, right.
So it's like a frying pan pizza.
Oh, okay, so you put that in the frying pan, put your base on top, your cheese, and then, you know, maybe some of the sausage, and you just put the frying pan on, and you don't need to turn it over or anything.
It'll just melt together, or you could put 2 together and make a taco or something like that. We've also got some of these biscuits, which is like what you get with ice cream, and you could just crunch those on some oranges.
Oh, okay, yeah, just having to.
Yeah, and then mix, if you've got some custard or something, mix those together. You could, from the rest of the sausages as well, you could roll them up into little balls. So you can get a lot of balls out of a small pack of sausages, and it goes a long way. And then you could make some, like a keema or something like that, with just putting to your sauce again, some curry powder, fry those off, give it 20 minutes, pour some pasta, and you could have that, or you could have it with rice. The other thing you could do is just celery, carrots and your rice baked in the oven with a can of tomatoes, and then it's fluffy baked rice. But there's loads of things. Those I would probably just make into some orange boats with the yoghurts and those as well. That's it.
Brilliant, Jo. So, your main dish there, the one that you said you really like and it goes a long way, was the
dirty rice.
The dirty rice.
You do that with a cup of rice in a pan or a pot, what can go in the oven. So you put 1 cup of rice, 2 cups of water, some browned mince, some garlic, and some brown sausage meat, all in your rice. You mix it all up together and it'd be a sloppy mess, maybe even with some stock cubes. It'd be a sloppy mess in your oven. Cover it, if you haven't got a lid on your container, cover it with either an ovenable plate or some kitchen foil, pop it in the oven, and then after about 20 minutes when you lift it, it'll all fluff up. If you really wanted to push a boat out, you could add cheese or a knob of butter to make it shiny, and it's just dead easy, and it's one of those things that the kids really like, dirty rice, and it means that 2 sausages and a bit of meat can go a long way.
Brilliant, right, lovely. Well, thank you for that, Jo. Maybe next week when we come back, we could have a go at making some dirty rice.
We could have some dirty rice.
So next week when we come back, we'll have a go at making the dirty rice, and Jo will talk us through that.
And then also with the dirty rice, if you've got some what's gone cold and you've kept it in the fridge, you could also use then a wrap and make it like a cold burrito with the cheese and maybe some grated carrot and some celery. So then you've got another lunch. Mum may have lunch if the kids are at school out of last night's tea.
Brilliant, great. Okay, well thank you for that this week, Jo, and we'll see you next week and we'll have a go at dirty rice.